delighted to have this chance to congratulate Muslim Aid on its 25th anniversary. And I want to take this opportunity to say a very simple and a very genuine thank you. Thank you for your humanity, for your compassion, for your dedication. For a quarter of a century, the valuable work you've been doing means that millions of people across the world are today safer and healthier. More children are getting an education. More workers are learning new skills. More families have access to clean water and healthcare. And that's down to you. And it's down to the difference you are making in more than 70 countries every day. I hope you all enjoy this evening, and I wish Muslim Aid and its passionate and committed staff and supporters the very best for another 25 years of great achievement.
Founded in November 1985, as a response to the famine in Ethiopia and war in Afghanistan, Muslim Aid first began to establish its vision by primarily distributing emergency aid to those affected by natural and man-made disasters. In the very first year, Muslim Aid managed to raise £259,000 to help the needy across the world. This was the start of Muslim Aid. Muslim Aid is a UK-based relief and development agency working to alleviate the sufferings among the world's poorest communities, regardless of race, creed, or nationality. Today, Muslim Aid is working in over 70 countries, with having field offices in Bangladesh, Bosnia, Cambodia, Indonesia, India, Iraq, Jordan, Kenya, Lebanon, Somalia, Sri Lanka, Sudan, and Pakistan. Muslim Aid established its office in Pakistan in 2003 and registered as a trust under Trust Act of 1982. Since its inception, the office had successfully implemented many relief and development projects throughout Pakistan. The focus areas of Muslim Aid are education, healthcare, water for life and sanitation, orphans and widow support, livelihood support, microfinance, vocational training, Eid gifts, Zabiha, and emergency relief programs. October 8, 2005. The most devastating day in the history of Pakistan, when a powerful earthquake hit northern parts of Pakistan. Muslim Aid promptly worked out a scrupulous, wide-ranging and practical plan designed by a team of professionals for the rehabilitation of the quake victims. Many emergency camps were set up by Muslim Aid to care for the thousands of people affected by the earthquake. At the end of the emergency phase, Muslim Aid took the task of rehabilitation and long-term development of the survivors on sustainable basis. Since the traumatic day of the earthquake, Muslim Aid supported more than 75,000 affected people. In June 2007, a powerful cyclone hit the Balochistan and Sindh provinces of Pakistan. This cyclone inflicted terrible loss on already underprivileged people of both provinces by depriving them of their houses, destroying the soil structure and all kind of vegetation and trees, and killing the livestock. In those frustrating conditions after the cyclone, Muslim Aid started its relief operations in Sindh and Balochistan. The Muslim Aid's diligent team made a rapid need assessment of the affected population and started supply of food packages, tents for makeshift shelter, and potable water. Alongside this emergency support, Muslim Aid took the initiative of the reconstruction of traditional houses to rehabilitate the destructed community. The night of October 29, 2008 was preparing to wrap up its last dusk when a strong earthquake hit the Balochistan province. Muslim Aid, with its unwavering efforts, stepped towards the relief of earthquake affectees of Balochistan right after the calamity. The survivors were provided with winterized tents and essential food supplies the day after the earthquake. In view of the tough weather conditions and fast snowfall, Muslim Aid also provided them with warm clothing, bedding items, and kitchen utensils. More than 15,000 people benefited from this emergency relief package. During the relief work in Balochistan earthquake, Muslim Aid provided 300 seismic-resistant shelters for deserving families, established 21 family welfare centers, and reconstructed 10 high schools, which were destroyed in the 2008 quake. After the completion of construction, these family welfare centers and schools were handed over to Balochistan government. In the course of growing control of the Taliban in Malakand, Swat and its surrounding areas, the Pakistani government in May 2009 began an all-out counter-insurgency operation for establishing the writ of the government in the region. This led to one of the greatest humanitarian crises in the world, the crisis of the internally displaced persons. The increased conflict drove more than 3 million people out of the region. On this worst condition, Muslim Aid immediately responded and started its relief activities in Mardan and Swabi. The relief operations include food distribution, healthcare, and establishment of the famous Aman IDP camp. Muslim Aid also provided education, skill training, and playgrounds for children. Engagement and marriage ceremonies were the activities being managed by Muslim Aid for these IDPs out of traumatized life. Apart from these major crises which happened every year in Pakistan, Muslim Aid is managing to support over 2,000 orphans by providing them education. Through its livelihood program, over 2,000 widow-headed families are now living with dignity. Through its medical program, Muslim Aid had a fleet of ambulances throughout Pakistan, and right now Muslim Aid is running 30 hospitals including basic health units, medical camps, and a 50-bed hospital is recently constructed in Mansehra. Muslim Aid also established 2 plasmapheresis centers. Plasmapheresis is a blood purification unit. Muslim Aid provided these blood purification units to Pakistan Institute of Medical Sciences, PIMS, Islamabad, and Jinnah Hospital, Lahore. Through its economic empowerment program, Muslim Aid is running Hunar Kada centers in Chakwal, Charid, and Karachi. So far, through these centers, Muslim Aid successfully trained over 2,000 youth, who are now earning a handsome income for their families. Under the Islamic microfinance, Muslim Aid provided interest-free loans worth 12 million to 1,400 families of Chakwal and Rawalpindi. Muslim Aid as a charity always tries to respond and reach out to the victims of natural and man-made disasters at home or anywhere in the world.